Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Aaryan Nukala. In this video, we're going to be visiting the Atlanta Botanical Gardens. The Botanical Garden always has a light show during Christmas time, like at December, and it is really cool. You can see all the setup through different depths in the morning, but in the night, it's so cool. They light up all the birds. It's like really cool. See that rocks? It's actually made out of rocks. They added blue lights to make it look like a river. See what I mean, guys? It is really cool. They also, like in the starting, they sell the necklace I'm wearing. They sell that. They sell a light sword type thingy. And the glasses I'm wearing, they're 3D glasses. All those mini LED, if I wear those glasses, they look like reindeers for me. If you buy the glasses, it comes in a pack. You also get a free hot chocolate or any drink. The light show was really cool. They had various lights in everywhere. Like, even if you're walking through to go to the next main area, they had lights lit up to plants. See this pathway? It was like, look on top. You're surrounded by lights. This was actually really cool. And they did it through a tunnel. And you're surrounded by trees too, remember that. And they created that, wow. They created this good detail while they're surrounded by plants. One, that's hard to create. Two, that's really cool. It is and can be really confusing in the night because there are barely any lights. And you can just circle around the same area 5 times without realizing, oh wait, we're not discovering anything new. We're circling around the same exact area 10 times. This is like our 3rd time coming here. We didn't understand. We thought we were going forward, but we actually came backward. That's why they give you a map, but it can still be kind of confusing. But you'll figure your way out, and it is really cool. It is always worth a second see. This area is kind of like a chillax area. See that mermaid statue? They added lights to her hair, and it lit up the entire lake. They also created these mini bead, like, wall stickers or something, and then that's why they added all lights too. It was really cool. In the morning, I think you can see them working on how the lights and like they don't light up the lights in the morning, I believe, but then you can see the entire botanical gardens, and in the evening you can see it with all the lights. It is really cool. Every time you go there a second time, you're gonna notice something different. Like I came here when I was really young, like when I was in 1st grade, and then I barely recognized all this. I just saw, wow, the lights look really cool, but now I actually understand it, and with some lights, they're actually telling a story. They have music in the background, and in some areas, the lights react to the music. See those snowflakes on top? Yeah, they added snowflakes on top and had LED lights for them. Sometimes orange, sometimes blue, sometimes even red. And I think this is like the insect grove. All they have are insects here, like butterflies, bumblebees, and all that stuff. And then after you go forward, they have another area. It is kind of a walk. You can easily make 5,000 steps in like 1 hour. It's pretty easy to make steps here, but you're not even gonna notice. It's really cool. Like, you can come here next time, you're not gonna be bored. You're gonna enjoy it every time you come here. The insects, they're not real insects. They're just like made out of cardboard or something. They added lights to it. See here, all like the long lights. There's music in the background, and those lights react with it, and they make a picture and kind of shows a movie. Right now it's just in chill mode, but sometimes it's like story time mode where they actually show a picture with the music, it matches, and then it like tells you a story. It's really cool. Right here, we spent 15 minutes. 5 minutes for like this normal chillaxing moment, and like 10 minutes for the story time moment. It is like really cool. It was freezing cold the day we came here, so that's why you can hear shivering in the background. Like, we wore 3 puffy jackets and we were still cold. Like, it was freezing. Just watch for a moment to see how the lights react. See what I mean? They make a picture and react with the lights, and sometimes they tell story in the background, and then the pictures play on the lights. Like, it is really cool. You have to see it face to face. Like right now they're telling a story without words. Yeah, it is kind of hard to get it, but sometimes they actually play the words in the background. Whenever the lights go like all blue or all white, that means they're going into a transition. And right now, like, see, they're in the transition mode, and now it's like snowing. See, all that white stuff that's falling down is snow. It's not real snow, it's just coming from the lights. This next one is like the best one. I mean, the lights are showing a picture. Did you see how it reacted to the background music and matched the scenery and actually like tried showing an image? That's what I mean. Like, this was my favorite, and I really liked it a lot. Like, we came here 3 times. 1 time on purpose, the other 2 by mistake since we were all circling around. But every time we came here, we stopped here, watched, and then went again. Like, and then continued. Like, this was my favorite place. Just watch and listen to this for a few minutes. The first half, it was just reactive to the music, but the second half, they told the words, like the story in the background, and then the lights reacted to it and tried showing a picture. This is what I mean. That's what I liked about this a lot. Like, this was my favorite place in the entire light show. If you noticed, the lights actually set the mood of the story or the song, and then you actually kind of felt it. If it was just the music, you would imagine something, but with the lights, they actually set the mode and showed all the ups and downs, like really hyper, really low in the song. I know you're seeing a lot of footage of the same lighting, but that's actually how long we stayed here. I think this footage is about 10 minutes of the video. Well, we stayed more than 10 minutes here. We stayed like minimum 15, but I believe we stayed 20. See these lights, like colors? They kind of remind me of a basketball team, Oklahoma Thunder. I don't know why. This time, focus on how the white lights are like moving up and down to the music and how you feel when you listen to the music, or the yellow. Did you notice? Well, after this is going to be my favorite light-themed fire. The fire theme was my favorite because it looked so cool. It showed like a forest fire. In the bottom, the way they made the flames look for the tree bottoms, like that was actually really cool. That was my most favorite part. Like the fire theme when they showed the flames for the bottom part of the trees, yeah. From the bridge we were walking on, we can see all the cars that are entering the garden. We can also get a bird's eye view of how the entire place looks. Because we're tall and it almost covers every place of the light garden. From there we can see like almost every place. So yeah. This was a very pleasant area. They hung snowflakes, they had birds. It was pretty simple, but the birds were really detailed and I liked how they looked. But it was really peaceful and this place was kind of simple, but still kind of cool. The reason different, like on one side of the bird and on the other side of the bird, the light is kind of differing, is because the bird itself is see-through and they have like these spotlights down in the ground and they point at them. So the one that's facing the spotlight is going to get the most light, right? So that's how the light is distributed through the bird. Next up are the model trains. The model trains were really themed a lot. Like just at the entrance, they included crossroad trainway type sign. and it was fully themed out of all the railway stuff. Like, this was the most themed area in the entire garden. The model trains area was one of my favorite places too, since they had model trains and lights attached to the model trains. You'll see what I'm talking about in a few minutes. The first part was just all railway themed lighting and normal general lighting, but if you go like deeper in, you can see they actually put model trains and added lights to them and lit up that place too. I would say the model trains area, the second half, was the most crowded place for me. Like, yeah, I enjoyed it, but it was the most crowded place. We were searching for my brother because he came from a different route than us. Yeah, this is what I mean. So I set this up like a model train and themed it of Christmas, since it's Christmas, and see that the train's going through the track. There are multiple trains, and there was also this red button. I don't know what that was for. I kept on clicking it, nothing happened. But like, the model trains were really cool since they were themed of Christmas, like the most themed area. I liked it a lot for some reason. I don't know why. I thought it just looked cool, but this was one of my favorite places. They set this up on like mountains. They had 3 to 4 mountains spread across the area, and in each mountain there were at least 5 trains, and it was like on a hillside with all those houses and trees, kind of a hillside rural city, and a train going through that. That was the theme for all 5 of them, but some of them were really giant. Some of them are like mini tracks, were also set on the ground, like this one over here to my right. It's like a mini track because it's not big as like the mountain ones, but it is still pretty cool. I felt that the model trains were like the most jolly and exciting ones, and they're the ones which added up to the Christmas spirit and added up to the Christmas theme. That's what I felt, and it actually kind of felt Christmassy. Some of the areas didn't even feel like it was Christmas, but this area, like, it was clear it was Christmas, and everyone needs to know that because it's decorated on houses, trains, even on train tracks. So this was like the most Christmas themed area for me. After the model trains, when we were getting out of the model trains, the second part was good, but it didn't seem like Christmassy theme. It just seemed like normal lighting. I don't know, but for me it kind of felt too formal. Like for the garden, they just added lights. They didn't actually work on the Christmas theme. Maybe the Christmas tree kind of looks like a Christmassy theme, but for me it kind of seemed too formal, like in cities you see when you walk outside, like in New York City. That's how it felt for me. I didn't feel like the Christmas spirit. We just kept on walking. Well, my parents kind of enjoyed it. Well, yeah, I did enjoy it. It was cool. But I felt it was kind of way too formal, I guess. And this area was way too colorful. The lights in front of the building, way too colorful. Like, my eyes hurted just watching them. And then after that, we continued walking. And from here, you can also see the tall city skyscrapers and all the people working, the offices. And in some areas of the Botanical Garden, they also have beverages. Like I told you in the beginning, they give you a free beverage with that glasses, right? Yeah, so in the middle, you can get the beverage, or in the start, you can get the beverage. They have different beverage stops. And when we were walking through this tunnel, it didn't feel like it was lighting. It just felt like a normal botanical garden in the night, since like nothing themed up, just trees and then lights. And then after that, we ran into a building, and then we entered another door, and we came to this forest area. This was a really cool area too. They added laser lights all around and added a bunch of leaves and trees, so it actually seemed like you were inside a forest. First, I thought like we were actually inside a forest, and I was kind of scared. But they had all the birds chirping. I really enjoyed this experience. All the laser lights, like they look like fireflies, the laser lights, and all the birds chirping. It really gave me a forest experience, and I really, really enjoyed this. Like, wow. don't worry, this is not a real forest. It's just a made-up forest, so no snakes and no dangerous animals. But it will still give you the experience, and you will still enjoy this place a lot. Just watch this for a few minutes. This is the building we came in from, and that's the building we're gonna go back in. So this is, I feel like an indoor garden. I don't know if I'm using the right words, but they were filled with flowers. I'd say an indoor giant bouquet. That's what I would say. But they had all these different colored flowers. See that giant tall tree? All of them are like the same leaves or flowers, but just different colors. They arranged them really good. And this is like a really good photo area. So I like this place a lot too. And because it was cold outside, this was also like a rest area for us. And we took a lot of pictures. So this place was pretty cool too. After we came out, we bumped into this area. It was kind of plain, except for that Alice in the Wonderland type light thing. And then the others were just trees decorated. I guess this is the end because this is where the last beverage stop is. And here you can get s'mores. Yeah. So we got s'mores, and this is my first ever time eating like fresh s'mores. Yeah, I ate s'mores before, but not with melted marshmallows. And this is the first time I'm making it myself too. It was a pretty good experience. Like, I liked it. You'll see what I mean. I think it's pretty straightforward on how to make those. And you can see that's where you get the beverages and s'mores. This was actually really cool. The Alice in the Wonderland light, it was pretty cool. Like, it kind of signaled as it was like the end, I guess. The music at the end, I guess, kind of hyped us up and gave us a little bit of energy. So the s'mores were set up like that, 10 campfires, I guess. They were 10 fires, and you had to buy this s'mores kit. They gave you how many family members you have, those many sticks. They gave you 2 packs of s'more maker for each person. So we got 8. In that s'more packet type thing, they gave you 2 marshmallows, graham crackers too, and a piece of Hershey's chocolate. So they all make 2 s'mores. So with that packet, I guess you can make 4 s'mores in total. So I like the s'mores. My first melted marshmallow, when I was melting them, I burnt mine like really, really bad. It was, you can literally taste this. Like, I hated that. So we threw that away, and I made another one. The second one was good. My parents helped me out, and I kind of liked it. The experience I enjoyed, and since it was freezing cold, the fire warmed us up too. After that, we left, and that's it. The exit wasn't too fancy. It was just trees with lights, and that's it. Okay, guys, bye. Hope you liked this video. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click the bell icon after you subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.